Hello there. So I'm fitting the sails back onto the spars, and we're going to start off with the Mizzen. And this is the back of the Mizzen because I know it's got the eyelet back in the bottom there, and that means the sail goes along here. I've literally been watching my videos of these knots, or this knot particularly, of how to fit the Mizzen back on. And it's taken me like 10 minutes to work it out, but I think I've got it. It's crazy. It's like a weird bow line, but kind of put on around the mast. It was really crazy. This one, I just did it around and around with a reef knot. And then the trick is not to have it too tight, because you don't want you don't want this too tight to the mast so it can't even move. Now, then, this is the easy bit. This Mizzen mast was then just put around and around and around, and it just goes around the mast like this. The Mizzen isn't a powerful sail. It's it does a really good job. The more I used the Mizzen last season, the more I kind of fell in love with it. I think if I had a different boat and it had like a Bermuda rig, I'd miss it. I'd miss the Mizzen. And then we come to the bottom. Right, so here's the Mizzen flag bearer, and that's basically going to look after the flagpole. These have connected to here, and then what I'm hoping we can do is this is a little screw that can go into the flagpole, and that will hold the flagpole in. That's the Mizzen done. We're gonna wrap the Mizzen round. Right, not quite sure which way round we wrap this, but I figure for just transporting it, we can just do this and it will find its way. There we go. And that's ready to go. So let's go and get that out the way and move on to the gaff. I realised what this little thin white line was. It's actually for the mainsail, to fix it to the gaff. Incredibly, it's like really thin piece of string. But quite frankly, it's been fine. So let's get to it. Now, on the bottom of the gaff, there's this little clevis pin here. And that's what this loop is for. There we go. So that's that hooked over here. Then we connect the sail with using a marlin hitch. I like the marlin hitch. It's a lovely way of connecting something. I'm just measuring the sail from the head. Yeah, so that looks like it goes on that clevis pin as well. Let me check my video. Yep, I was right. So off comes the pin again. Oh, blimey. I don't have to take this on and off very often. There we go. So just so you can see, that eye little crinkle goes there, and then I've got that loop over as well. So this line on the head of the sail was like your extra insurance. So it wasn't taking any strain, which is probably just as well, because it's on its last legs. So I'm going to get rid of that, and what we're going to do is then use the marlin hitch to connect this sail to the gaff. Hang on. There we go. I've got the camera in a better angle there now. So a marlin hitch will go something like this. So it'll go... It's like a little variation of just basically twizzling it round. So it's got to go in this first eyelet. And then what you do, instead of just... Let's just get that up. Instead of just twizzling it round like that, you actually bring the end round behind this. So you've got this nice kind of taut tie like that, and then it comes around, and then that goes around and round again like that. So you can see where, whoopsie, we are building that up. So I just got it round both sides like this. So it's going slowly but surely like this. There we go. So there's the marlin hitch going all the way up. Just was interesting just to make sure, you know, it did. There's no way out getting it out of the way of the new set of trucks there, but I think that's going to be fine. And then up at the top, marlin hitch to here, and then we just go round, and then tie it off like you would your forestay or your shrouds, with like loads of little hitches, and that's nice and tight, nice and tidy. Now we could put another line in there, like was there before. I guess it's like an insurance policy, isn't it? You know, if the sail's flapping about in the middle here, that's one thing. But if you've lost the attachment to the head of the sail, that's another thing. So we could put that back. I need to get some string to do that though. So I've just got a piece of my 3mm polyester line. Hopefully it goes through actually. It's quite tight in there, especially when you've got this big lump of molten nylon on the end of it. Okay, that's not going to go through there, so let's try this side. There we go. Look, it's not going to go through another time, I don't think. So we're going to put that through. Let's try it one more time, because we may be able to pull it through with this piece, with itself. No. Oh, I think brilliant. There we go. And this, look, all we're going to do is the same as what we did with the Mizzen. We just wrap it around a couple of times, and then, oh God, I got that I got that distance right, didn't I? And then a little reef knot, boink, there we go. And that is insurance, isn't it? I guess if it was there before, let's replace it. That string looks a lot better than this string, so that's one gaff done. Haha! 4 fenders, and this season we'll be able to use all 4 because they've been, one of them's been under the floorboards holding the bilge pump in place. Now we don't need that, hopefully. They're all clean, all the ropes are clean. Looking forward to using them. And one thing I didn't realise last season was that how does this work? That's it, like that. Was I hadn't blown them up. So apparently I didn't even know that. You got to blow them up. So okie dokie, we are going to blow them up. I assumed that it was like the little football valve, but I've just noticed I don't think it is. It's got like a little screw in it. Okay, so I just learned that the fenders, this is certainly not the like football or ball valve thing that I'm trying to use. They actually have a really weird valve, and the best way to do it is to just try and push your pump onto them, and they should inflate. So let's give that a go. I think you could just switch this on. There you go. There we go. Ah, there you go. There you go. I think that's done. Oh, 4 fenders pumped up, ready to go. Oh God, I can't tell you how many fiberglass splinters I've just had out of this blooming bowl. So what I've decided to do is I've noticed where I buy the aluminium tube from, which is like this sort of stuff, I can get thinner tube but thicker skinned. So what I've done is I've done that. I've got tubing that's a little bit smaller that should fit in the little bow bit part of the boat much better, and hopefully we'll go under the little pin that goes through the nose of the boat. We'll order it, we'll give it a go, and it should be a lot stronger than this. So I'm hoping anyway